Hello guys, hello, good evening. Hello, is the volume okay? Is the volume okay? Is it the BGM too loud or anything? Volume okay? Today very chill and relaxed. I no need to use my brain on playing games. Very nice. I like it. I like it. I no need to use my brain. I no need to use my brain on game. No need to use my finger. Tiring. BGM a bit loud. Wait let me adjust. How about like this? Is it better? Is it better? Oh, hello Cloud, hello. Hello, welcome. Is the BGM better now? Yes. Yes. Okay. Before we start, I want to show my schedule for the following week. So tomorrow, I'm gonna have a collab. We are going to play Phasmophobia. I'm going to play with Pion, Rita, and Unagi tomorrow GMT +8 at 8 p.m. Make sure you protect your ears before you come. And on Thursday, I'm gonna play Toripon. It's a game of birds. Bird style game. It's also the same at 8 p.m. Wait, is it big enough? Let me adjust a bit. Ha. Ha. Okay. So on Thursday, I'm gonna play Toripon. It's a bird game. It's also at 8 p.m. GMT +8. And then Friday, 12 p.m. I'm gonna do karaoke stream. Yay! Pachi pachi pachi. Pachi pachi pachi. I'm gonna do karaoke stream. So it should be an archive one. So if you have time, please come by. Please drop by. Maybe I will accept the suggestion of song later. I mean after I finish all the songs I have prepared. And then we see how. Maybe on Saturday I will do another one also. Not sure yet. But maybe I will do another one also on Saturday. Let's see. Okay. So let's go. Hello. Is your witch Rico? Is your sensei here? Wingardium Leviosa. Wingardium Leviosa. Today we gonna read Harry Potter and the Sorcerer's Stone. Actually, I found there is two names. One is the Sorcerer's Stone and another one is what's that called again? Philosopher's Stone? But I'm not sure what's the difference. I think it's of the country, is it? Yeah, Harry Potter and Philosopher's Stone. I think it's a country name or what? What's the difference though? Also, please don't mind my glasses. It's just gonna fix there. Hello. Hey. 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 Yeah, it's just gonna fix there. Ah, I see. So in UK, it's called Philosopher's Stone. So how about for Sorcerer's Stone? Is it applied for other country? Technically, it's the same. Okay, it's still the magic stone. I mean the undead stone. How to say in English though? Not very sure. So let's go. Our chapter 1. Ah, I see. Culture different? Okay. Oh yeah, by the way, today is just a reading and chat stream. So you got anything you can just chat. I will reply. Then we can just chit chat. Not me trying to stream like this for 2 hours. Not me, I didn't say that. I don't know anything. I didn't say that. Also, don't mind me, I have a very heavy a bit get on flu, so I got a very strong 鼻音. So it sounds a bit different. So, chapter 1. The Boy Who Lived. Mr. and Mrs. Dursley of number 4, Privet Drive, were proud to say that they were perfectly normal, thank you very much. They were the last people you would expect to be involved in anything strange or mysterious, because they just didn't hold with such nonsense. Ah yeah, flu. I going called flu. Mr. Dursley was the director of a film called Groenings, which made drills. He was a big, beefy man with hardly any neck, although he did have a very large moustache. Mrs. Dursley was thin and blonde and had nearly twice the usual amount of neck, which came in very useful as she spent so much of her time craning over garden fence, spying on the neighbors. Oh, this is not good. Not good. Please don't spy on your neighbors. This is not very good. This is not very good. Usually what I do to my neighbors is when we met each other, I'm like, hi, bye, nice to see you, hello. Then no more. The end. The end. The Dursleys had a small son called Dudley, and in their opinion, there was no finer boy anywhere. The Dursley had everything they want, but they also had a secret, and their greatest fear was that somebody would discover it. They didn't think they could bear it if anyone found out about the Potters. Oh, here comes the Shiryaku, the main character. Mrs. Potter was Mrs. Dursley's sister, but they hadn't met for several years. In fact, Mrs. Dursley pretended she didn't have a sister because her sister and her good-for-nothing husband were as undurslyish as it was possible to be. The Dursleys shuddered to think what the neighbors would say if the Potters arrived in the street. Hello, Sashi, welcome. Also, if my pronunciation is wrong, please bear with me. The Dursley knew that the Potters have a small son too, but they had never even seen him. The boy was another good reason for keeping the Potters away. They didn't want Dudley missing with a child like that. When Mr. and Mrs. Dursley walked out on the door, Grey Tuesday, our story starts. There was nothing about the cloudy sky outside to suggest that strange and... Let me scroll. And what? And mysterious things would soon be happening all over the country. Mr. Dudley hummed as he picked up his most boring tie for work. Oh. So according to a tie, you still can differentiate is boring or exciting. So for exciting one, is it the colorful one? Then the boring one, maybe not sure. I'm not sure how they differentiate a boring tie. And Mrs. Dudley gossiped. Oh, wow. Okay, everyone's favorite. Gossip away happily as she rushed a screaming Dudley into his high chair. At 8:30, Dudley picked up his briefcase, pecked Mrs. Dudley on the cheek, and tried to kiss Dudley goodbye but missed. Because Dudley was now having a tantrum and throwing his cereal at the walls. This is no good. Not good. Please don't waste the food. Please don't throw it on the wall. Okay. Please don't throw it on the wall. Later told Mr. Dudley as he left the house. He got into his car and backed out of number 4's drive. It was on the corner of the street that he noticed the first sign of something peculiar. Wait. Actually, I'm thinking, should I read in Chinese also? A cat reading a map. Wow, a cat reading a map? Oh, this must be Professor McGonagall. For a second, Mr. Dudley didn't realize what he had seen. Then, he jerked his head around to look again. There was a tabby cat standing on the corner of Private Drive, but there wasn't a map inside. What could he have been thinking of? It must have been a trick of the light. Bling, bling, bling. A trick of light, right? Bling, bling, bling. Mr. Dudley blinked and stared at the cat. It stared back. As Mr. Dudley drove around the corner and up the road, he watched the cat in his mirror. It was now reading the sign again. The sign that said Private Drive. No, looking at the sign. Cats couldn't read maps or sign. Mr. Dudley gave himself a little shake and put the cat out of his mind. As he drove toward town, he thought of nothing except a large order of drills was hoping to get that day. If there's a translated, maybe, yeah, I think so. I think there's a translated one. Maybe let me finish chapter 1 and I try to find, maybe. But on the edge of town, drills were driven out of his mind by something else. As he sat in the usual morning traffic jam, he couldn't help noticing that there seemed to be a lot of strangely dressed people about, people in clothes. Mr. Dudley couldn't bear with people who dress in funny clothes. No, that's not the funny clothes. The gadgets you saw on young people. He supposed this was some stupid new fashion. He drummed his finger on the steering wheel and his eyes fell on a hundred of these weirdos standing quite close by. I think, right, Mr. Dudley should be like, I think Mr. Dudley should be like, They were whispering, excitedly together. How are you whispering? I don't know how to do. Wait. So the youngsters are whispering Mr. Dudley? Oh my god. Is this serious? So the youngsters are whispering Dudley? Or they are whispering each other? This is a very good question. We can think about it. Think deep about it. Mr. Dudley was enraged to see that a couple of them weren't young at all. Why? That man had to be older than he was, and wearing an and emerald green clock. No, do you have any problem with emerald green? It's very nice though. You're saying softly? I'm afraid you guys fall asleep though. The nerve of him. But then it struck Mr. Dursley that this was probably some silly stunt. These people were obviously collecting for something. Yes, that would be it. The traffic moved on. A few minutes later, Mr. Dursley arrived in the Grunnings parking lot, his mind back on Jules. How about like this? Is it okay? Is it better? I'm afraid everyone falls asleep. Will everyone fall asleep? Will everyone fall asleep though? Then at the end, actually everyone can't hear me. Later, everyone can't hear me. Okay, you guys vote. I should read normally like that. A few minutes later, Mr. Dursley arrived in the Grunnings parking lot, his mind back on drills. Or I should read in this way. A few minutes later, Mr. Dursley arrived in the Grunning parking lot, his mind back on drills. Oh, the definition? Oh, I see. Okay, this means it's reading, not understanding. Yeah, if I read like this, everyone will fall asleep. 텐션 와 나이네. 텐션 와 나이. Mr. Dursley always sat with his back to the window in his office on the 9th floor. If he hadn't, he might have found it harder to concentrate on drills that morning. He didn't see the owls swooping past in the broad daylight, though people down in the street did. They pointed and gazed open-mouthed as owl after owl sped overhead. Most of them had never seen an owl even at night time. Maybe staying in the city. 大丈夫? Hi, 大丈夫です. 大丈夫だよ. 大丈夫です. Mr. Dursley, however, had a perfectly normal owl-free morning. He yelled at 5 different people. How he yelled? No, you, Potter! No. Wrong person. ちょっと待って. That one is Professor Seth. Harry? You are not going to what again? What's his se리프 again? You are not going to meet your friends. You are not going back to that school. I'm not sure. You say it's a good morning. He made several important telephone calls and shouted a bit more. Yeah, I know what is it. Here. You! Why? Where's my food? Give me my food! Give me my food! Oh, it's like, you! The job is not done! The job is not done yet! Oh, actually, yelling is quite tired though. He was in a very good mood until lunchtime. Wait, so you yell at people and you have good mood? Wow. Okay. なるほどね. He was in a very good mood until lunchtime, when he thought he stretched. Okay, wait. Let me scroll. When he thought he stretched his legs, should be like that, and walk across the road to buy himself a bun from this bakery. Bun is good. I love polo bun. What's the bun you guys love from the bakery? I love polo bun though. I think the cheese bun is nice too. A cheese bun. I think there's a Mexico bun. In chocolate color. I mean brown color. Bit cheese. Yeah, cheese. I think there's one, right? There's one bun is with the sea salt, the cayenne. Previously I saw in the bakery in Singapore. 4 Leaves is a cayenne sea salt bun, a Japanese sea salt bun. But I'm not very sure what is it called in English. Let me try to Google. Japanese sea salt bun. Oh, shiopan. Yes, it's shiopan. ちょっと待って。shiopan. Yeah, actually, I found that I love all the flavor for croissant. Wait, why is not responding? Yes. Bun. Okay. Let me show you guys. Bun. In cause it so-called looks like a 牛角面包. Oh, it's hiding my face. No, not my face. Okay. Shiopan is so from here, wait, ちょっと待って. So here, right, is a sea salt, and the shape is like a cow. Moo is like a cow. Hello, Arif. Hello, welcome. Hello. いらっしゃいませ. No, this should be. It's a croissant. Yes. I think in Western it's a croissant, but I think don't have any flavor. Cause usually I will buy it and I'm gonna put in the microwave. Then it will become very 脆脆. Shit, my English sucks. What's 脆脆 in English? Pika pika. Oh, crunchy. Oh my god, my English. 助けてください. Yes, crunchy. Crispy. Yes, crunchy, crispy. Cause it's nice though. It's just nice though. It's just nice though. You bought it and then you put it in the microwave for like 1 minute or 30 seconds. Then it's gonna be crunchy. Oh, it will be better if you add on with the butter. It will be better if you add on with a butter. Wow, the smell. I'm so hungry now. I'm so hungry now. I want to order boba tea. 助けて. I want boba tea. But it's late here. Never mind. I will get myself a Vitagen or a cocktail later. I will get a Vitagen or a cocktail later. No, should I get now? Wait, ちょっと待って. Should I get now? Afternoon, I hungry for Pion singing donkey. Dan 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 donkey hoden. Da 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 da. Dan 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 donkey hoden. Yeah. Okay. 行くぞ. More and more food, okay? More and more food. Wait, let me get my Vitagen. No, or I should get a cocktail. Wait. Now I'm thinking, what's the expiry date for both of them? No, I should get a cocktail. Wait, give me a second, guys. I should get a cocktail. Okay, I'm back. Okay, I'm gonna open the cocktail now. Let me... This is life. Suddenly this become an ASMR stream. Wait, let me show you the cocktail. Real peach cocktail. Yes, this is the one. Real. ちょっと待って。Why? なんでだよ。Google くん Are you okay, Google? It's not letting me. Nah. I just for some idea. At some time, I'm not sure what is it. はい、これです。これですよ。It's a peach flavor. Actually, last time I did try the grape one. It's nice too. You guys should try it. This is the one. Where can we buy? Malaysia, right? Or Singapore? Let me see. If I'm not mistaken, for Malaysia, we can buy from Shopee. Wait, this is not a selling. Yeah. Malaysia, you can buy from Shopee. Chotomate. I remember last time I bought is on Shopee. I think just search for real. I think it's okay already. Yeah. There is on Shopee. You don't trust Shopee? Nande. But for original shop, I think those China shop, China food shop should have, and some of the snacks shop should have it. I did buy before. It's just that they have a very low stock, so you gotta be fast. Nah, shopping is fine. Just have a chat with the seller before you make a deal. Yeah, true. I agree. Just have a chat. Need to wait long time. I think this one you have to check with the seller. But from what I bought is already stock. So when I bought it, in the morning, at night, seller already shipped my order, and the next day I already receive it, and everything is packed nicely. Oh, rats. ちょっと待って。Real cocktail. Yeah, local to local should be fine. Just that overseas need long time. I'm not sure whether is it on Amazon. Suddenly become a selling stream. Yeah, I think Amazon have though. ちょっと待って。 USA, right? Or no. For your information, this stream is not sponsored by Rio. Bye bye. Bye bye. No Rio. Bye bye. It's not sponsored by Rio. It's not sponsored by Rio. It's not sponsored by Rio. It's just that the apple cider I'm always drinking is out of stock. I can't buy it anywhere. It's just that the apple cider I always drinking for Strongbow is not available. I can't buy it. I can't buy it. I can't find it. Just now I have something to say, but I forget already. Moika. I forget already. And where am I again? I think here. Yeah. He had forgotten all about the people in class until he passed a group of them next to the bakers. He eyed them angrily as he passed. He didn't know why, but they made him uneasy. This bunch were whispering excitedly too. He couldn't see a single collecting tin. It was on his way back past them, clutching a large donut in a beak. Oh, actually, this reminds me, you know the French, I'm not sure what is in English again. 长棍面包 French, or is it just called French bun? Yeah, we are reading the first chapter. We still haven't finished it. Okay, let's go. A large donut in the bag that he caught a few words of what they saying. The Potters. That's right. That's what I heard. Yes, their son, Harry. Bakute. I'm hungry. Tasukete, I'm hungry. Bakute. Potter, the boy who lived, come to die. Mr. Dursley stopped dead. Fear flooded him. He looked back at the whispers as if he wanted to say something to them, but thought better of it. He dashed back across the road, hurried up to his office, snapped at his secretary not to disturb him, seized his telephone, and had almost finished dialing his home number when he changed his mind. He put the receiver back down and stroked his mustache, thinking. No, he was being stupid. Potter wasn't such an unusual name. He was sure there were lots of people called Potter who had a son called Harry. Wow. Okay, so now's the question. A lot of people call Potter and have a son called Harry. So did everyone son who called Harry have a scar on his head? Did they have a scar on his head? Come to think of it, he wasn't even sure his nephew was called Harry. He had never ever seen the boy. It might have been Harvey Norman, or Harold. There was no point in worrying Mrs. Dursley. She always got so upset at any mention of her sister. He didn't blame her. If he had a sister like that, but all the same, those people in class. So actually, it's the magic rope, is it? Magic globe, magic rope. Wait, I'm in here. Yes. He found it a lot harder to concentrate on drills that afternoon, and when he left the building at 5 o'clock, he was still so worried that he walked straight into someone just outside the door. Sorry! No. Wait. ちょっと待って。Sorry! He grunted. At the tiny old man shrugged and almost fell. It was a few seconds before Mr. Dursley realized that the man was wearing a violet cloak. Dumbledore, Professor Dumbledore! He didn't seem at all upset at being almost knocked to the ground. On the contrary, his face split into a wide smile, and he said in a squeaky voice that made passers-by stare, "Don't be sorry, my dear sir, for nothing could upset me today. Rejoice, for you know who has gone at last. Even muggles like yourself should be celebrating this happy day." And the old man hugged Mr. Dursley around the middle and walked off. Shh. Mr. Dursley stood rooted to the spot. He had been hugged by a completely stranger. He also thought he had been called a muggle, whatever that was. He was wrapped. He hurried to his car and set off for home, hoping he was imagining things which he had never hoped before, because he didn't approve of imagination. This is not good. This is not good if you have some dreaming in a white day. Dumbledore already knows who's Mr. Dursley. Yes, but Mr. Dursley don't know who's Dumbledore. So he was like, Why you hug me? お前は誰ですか? Should be like that. As he pulled into the driveway of number 4, the first thing he saw, and it didn't improve his mood, was the tabby cat he had spotted that morning. It was now sitting on his garden wall. He was sure it was the same one. It had the same markings around its eyes. Shoo, 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 said Mr. Dursley loudly. Loudly? Wait, so how must Mr. Dursley will say shoo, 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 shoo? The cat didn't move. It just gave him a stern look. Was this normal cat behavior? Mr. Dursley wondered. Trying to pull himself together, he let himself into the house. He was still determined not to mention anything to his wife. Mrs. Dursley had a nice, normal day. She told him over dinner all about Mrs. Next Door's problem with her daughter and how Dudley had... Wait, this is gossip. This is the power of gossip. Okay, Dudley had learned a new word. Want! Mrs. Dursley tried to act normally. When Dudley had been put to bed, he went into the living room in time to catch the last report on the evening news. And finally, bird watchers everywhere have reported that the nation's owls have been behaving very unusually today. Although owls normally hunt at night and are hardly ever seen in daylight, there have been hundreds of sightings of these birds flying in every direction since sunrise. Yes, it's me. I'm one of them. I'm flying. Experts are unable to explain why the owls have suddenly changed their sleeping pattern. The newscaster allowed himself a grin. Most mysterious. And now, over to Jim McGuffin. Wait. This reminds me of McDonald's sausage McMuffin. I'm hungry. Let's get there. With the weather going to be any more showers of owls tonight, Jim? Well, Tut, said the weatherman. I don't know about that. But it's not only the owls that have been acting oddly today. Viewers as far apart as can. Wait, how I produce? Yorkshire and Dundee have been phoning in to tell me that instead of the rain I promised yesterday, they had a downpour of shooting stars. Wow, shooting stars! Nice. Nice. Yeah, I didn't get shot. Yeah, I'm a long-tailed tit. Yes, I'm a long-tailed tit. Perhaps people have been celebrating bonfire night early. It's not until next week, folks, but I can promise a wet night tonight. Oh, wet night. Wet night. Mr. Dursley sat frozen in his armchair, shooting stars all over Britain. Owls flying by daylight, mysterious people in clocks all over the place, and a whisper about the Potters. They should be, yeah, you know who is that? You know who is that? They might be something like that. Mrs. Dursley came into the living room carrying 2 cups of tea. It was not good. He had have to say something to her. He cleared his throat nervously. Petunia dear, you haven't heard from your sister lately, have you? As he expected, Mrs. Dursley looked shocked and angry. After all, they normally pretend she didn't have a sister. No! He said sharply. Why? No! Funny stuff on the news, Mr. Dursley mumbled. Owls, shooting stars, and there were a lot of funny looking people in town today. So? Snapped Mrs. Dursley. Well, I just thought maybe it was something to do with, you know, her crowd. Mrs. Dursley sipped her tea through pursue lips. Mr. Dursley wondered whether he dare tell her he had heard the name Potter. He decided he didn't dare. Instead, he said, as casually as he could, "Their son. He had be about Dudley's age now, wouldn't he?" "I suppose so," said Mrs. Dursley stiffly. Oh, that's very sharp. Okay, I should try another one. But, so? No. So? No, I cannot. So? No. So? I cannot control that. I cannot control that. Shh. Shh. Don't say that word. Yes. So that I say you know who. I think you know who. You know who. Then then everyone was like, so who? So who is that? You know who? Yeah, I know who, but who? What's his name again? Howard, isn't it?
Harry. Nasty corner name, if you ask me,
Oh, yes, said Mr. Dursley, his heart sinking horribly. Yes, I quite agree. I watched Harry Potter before, but I didn't read Harry Potter before. I watched Harry Potter before, but it's like very long time ago. So now it's more like refreshing my memory. Wait, just mate. I read until here already. Harry still haven't. Oh, is it? you didn't watch Harry Potter before, but I already read for so long, for like almost 1 hour. The Harry haven't come out yet. Okay, we gotta speed up. He didn't say another word on the subject as they went upstairs to bed. While Mrs. Dursley was in the bathroom, Mr. Dursley crept to the bedroom window and peered down into the front garden. The cat was still there. It was staring down Private Drive as though it were waiting for something. Was he imagining things? Could all this have anything to do with the Potters? If it did, if it got out that they were related to a pair of, well, he didn't think he could bet it. The Dursley go into the bed. Mrs. Dursley fell asleep quickly, but Mr. Dursley lay awake, turning it all over his mind. His last comforting thought before he fell asleep was that even if the Potters were involved, there was no reason for them to come near him and Mrs. Dursley. The Potters knew very well what he and Petunia thought about them and their kind. He couldn't see how he and Petunia could get mixed up in anything that might be going on. Let me scroll. Okay, he yawned and turned over. It couldn't affect them. How very wrong he was. Mr. Dursley might have been drifting into an uneasy sleep, but the cat on the wall outside was showing no sign of sleepiness. It was sitting as still as a statue, its eyes fixed unblinkingly. Bing, 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 bing. Not blinking. On the far corner of Private Drive. It didn't so much as quiver when a car door slammed on the next street, nor when 2 owls swooped overhead. In fact, it was nearly midnight before the cat moved at all. A man appeared on the corner the cat had been watching. Appeared so suddenly and suddenly you have thought he had just popped out of the ground. The cat tail twitched and its eyes narrowed. Hello, Kilari, hello. Oh no, all I've been doing is laughing. Oh, I'm happy. I'm so proud to hear that. I'm so proud to hear that. Laugh is good. Yes, laugh is good. Laugh together, laugh more. Nothing like this man had ever been seen on Private Drive. He was tall, thin, and very whole, judging by the silver of his hair and beard, which were both long enough to tuck into his belt. He was wearing long robes, a purple cloak that swept the ground, and high-heeled buckle boots. His blue eyes were light, bright, and sparkling behind half-moon spectacles. Oh, spectacles. I also have one here. Freezing spectacles. And his nose was very long and crooked, as though it had been broken at least twice. This man's name was Albus Dumbledore. Actually, Professor Dumbledore long is very long, right? Let me find the full name. Full name. Yes, Albus Percival Wilfrid Brian Dumbledore. Yes, very long. It's longer than my name. Oh, hello. Actually, from last stream, I want to ask already. Should I address you as straight or as 12 or as 1-2 or? No, I think I'll just go with straight maybe. I'm not sure how should I address you. Albus Dumbledore didn't seem to realize that he had just arrived in a street where everything from his name to his boots was unwelcome. He was busy rummaging in his cloak, looking for something, but he did seem to realize he was being watched, because he looked up suddenly at the cat, which was still staring at him from the other end of the street. For some reason, the sight of the cat seemed to amuse him. He chuckled and muttered, let me think. I should have known. He found what he was looking for in his inside pocket. It seemed to be a silver cigarette lighter. He flicked it to open, ching, held it up in the air and clicked, cha-cha. This is a 5 cent voice. The nearest street lamp went out with a little pop, ping, pop. He clicked it again. The next flame flicked into darkness. 12 times he clicked the put outer until the only lights left on the whole street were 2 tiny pinpricks in the distance, which were the eyes of the cat watching him. If anyone looked out of their window now, even very eye Mrs. Dusty, they wouldn't be able to see anything that was happening down on the pavement. Dumbledore slipped the put outer back inside his cloak and set off down the street toward number 4, where he sat down on the wall next to the cat. He didn't look at all, but after a moment, he spoke to it. Fancy seeing you here, Professor McGonagall. Yeah, just like in the movie. I keep on forget what's the name of the thing he used to collect the light. I keep on forget it. He turned in to smile at the tabby, but he had gone. Instead, he was smiling at a rather serene-looking woman who was wearing square glasses, exactly the shape of the markings the cat had around its eyes. She too was wearing a cloak, an emerald one. Her black hair was drawn into a tight bun. Okay, here comes the bun again, guys. Here come the buns again. She looked distinctly rough. How did you know it was me? She asked. My dear Professor, I've never seen a cat sit so stiffly. Yeah, be stiff if you've been sitting on a brick wall all day, said Professor McGonagall. All day? When you could have been celebrating? I must have passed a dozen feasts and parties on my way here. Oh, party. Professor McGonagall sniffed angrily. Oh, angrily, okay. So it's gonna have a high pitch one. Okay. Chotamate, where am I? Here, okay. Oh yes, I've been celebrating. Alright, she said impatiently. You'd think they had been a bit more careful, but no. Even the muggles have noticed something going on. It was on their news. She jerked her head back at the dusty, dark living room window. I heard it. Flocks of owls, shooting stars. Well, they are not completely stupid. They were born to notice something. Shooting stars down in Kent. I'll bet that was Daedalus Rico. He never had much sense. You can't blame them, said Dumbledore gently. We had precious little to celebrate for 11 years. I know that, said Professor McGonagall irritably. But there's no reason to lose our head. People are being downright careless. Out on the streets in broad daylight. Not even dressed in muggle clothes. Sweeping rumors. Yes, bun. This is the bun. this is the bun. Hi, 塩パンです。塩パンです。Japanese 塩パンですよ。Delicious ですよ。Tasty. Okay. And where am I again? Oh, okay. She threw a sharp sideways glance at Dumbledore here. I stopped hoping he was going to tell her something, but he didn't. So she went on. A fine thing it will be if, on the very day you know who seems to have disappeared at last, the muggles found out about us all. I suppose he really has gone, Dumbledore?
It certainly seems so,
said Dumbledore.
We have much to be thankful for. Would you care for a lemon drop?
What?
A lemon drop. They are a kind muggle's sweet I rather fond of.
Oh, Dumbledore, please don't eat too much sweet, yeah? No, thank you, said Professor McGonagall coldly, as though she didn't think this was the moment for lemon drops. As I say, even if you know who has gone,
My dear Professor,
surely a sensible person like yourself can call him by his name. All this you-know-who nonsense. For 11 years, I have been trying to persuade people to call him by his proper name, Voldemort. Oh, I say it, guys. I say it. Voldemort. I say it. Professor McGonagall flinched, but Dumbledore, who was unsticking to 2 lemon drops, seemed not to notice.
it all gets so confusing if we keep saying you know who.
I have never seen any reason to be frightened of saying Voldemort's name. I know you haven't, said Professor McGonagall, sounding half exasperated, half admiring. But you are different. Everyone knows you are the only one you know who. Alright, Voldemort was frightened off.
You flatter me,
said Dumbledore calmly.
Voldemort had powers I will never have.
Only because you are too, well, noble to use them.
It's lucky it's that I haven't blushed so much since Madame Pomfrey told me she liked my new earmuffs.
Oh, okay. Just for your information, Madame Pomfrey is the one in charge for the Hokkien. What's that in English again? 保健室. Health room. Wait. The direct transfer. Anyway, okay. Professor McGonagall shot a sharp look at Dumbledore and said, The owls are nothing next to the rumors that are flying around. You know what they are saying? About why he disappeared? About what he finally stopped him? It seemed that Professor McGonagall had reached the point he was most anxious to discuss. The real reason she had been waiting on a cold, hard wall all day, for neither as a cat nor as a woman had she fixed Dumbledore with such a piercing stare as she did now. It was plain that whatever everyone was saying, she was not going to believe it until Dumbledore told her it was true. Dumbledore, however, was choosing another lemon drop and did not answer. Wait, chotomate. Professor Dumbledore? Professor Dumbledore? Hello, good morning. Morning, Iron. Ohayo gozaimasu. Ohayo. What they are saying, she pressed on.
is that last night Voldemort turned up in
Godric's Hollow. Okay, guys. 敲重点, guys. This is very important. Important place. Godric's Hollow, okay?
He went to find the Potters. The rumor is that Lily and James Potter
are that they are dead. Oh my god, this is sad. Dumbledore bowed his head. Professor McGonagall gasps. Lily and James. I can't believe it. I didn't want to believe it. Oh, Albus. Dumbledore reached out and pat her on the shoulder. I know. He said heavily. Wait, let me. Hey, okay, this one better. Professor. Oh, wait, ちょっと待って. Professor McGonagall's voice trembled as she went on. Wait, ちょっと待って, how I tremble? That's not all. They're saying he tried to kill the Potter's son, Harry, but he couldn't. He couldn't kill that little boy. No one knows why or how, but they are saying that when he couldn't kill Harry Potter, Voldemort's power somehow broke, and that's why he's gone. Yeah, I know, right? Poor Lily and James. No. Dumbledore, not Gummy. It's true, Fetcher. Oh, this is Professor McGonagall. Sorry. Okay, let's start over again. It's true, flattered Professor McGonagall. After all he's done, all the people he killed, he couldn't kill a little boy. It's just exhausting of all the things to stop him. But no, in the name of heaven, did Harry survive? Sorry. We can only guess, said Dumbledore. We may never know. Professor McGonagall pulled out a lace handkerchief and dabbed at her eyes beneath her spectacles. Dumbledore gave a great sniff as he took a golden watch from his pocket and examined it. It was a very odd watch. It had 12 hands but no numbers. Wow. Okay. Instead, like little planets were moving around the edge. It must have made sense to Dumbledore, though, because he put it back in his pocket and said, Hagrid's slate. I suppose it was he who told you I've been here, by the way? Yes, said Professor McGonagall. And I don't suppose you are going to tell me why you are here. Of all places, I'm come to bring Harry to his unease and hunger. Okay, guys, we finally reached the important the 重点, the important part. They are the only family he has left now. You can't mean the people who live here, cried Professor McGonagall, jumping to her feet and pointing at number 4. Dumbledore! You can't! I've been watching them all day. You couldn't find 2 people who are less like us. And they have got this son. I saw him kicking his mother all the way up the street, screaming for sweets. Harry Potter, come and live here. Okay, guys, this is not good. Please don't kick your parents. No, it's not. Don't kick your parents. It's don't kick everyone. This is not very good, okay? This is not good. And screaming for sweets. This is also another part. We can try. We can onegai, but yeah. Where am I? Oh boy. Where am I? Oh yeah, here.
No, it's not spoiler. What? It's already written there. They already bringing Harry here. It's the best place for him, said Dumbledore firmly. His aunt and uncle would be able to explain everything to him when he's older. I've written them a letter. A letter? Repeated Professor McGonagall faintly, sitting back down on the wall. Really, Dumbledore? You think you can explain all this in a letter? These people will never understand him. He'll be famous, a legend. I wouldn't surprise if today was known as Harry Potter Day in the future. Wow, okay. There were books written about Harry. Oh, so now I'm reading. Yes, there will be books written about Harry. I'm reading now. I'm reading now. Yes, Harry Potter. Somewhere we have 7 or 8 of them. Every child in our world will know his name. Exactly, said Dumbledore, looking very seriously over the top of his half-moon glasses. It would be enough to turn any boy's head. Famous before he can walk and talk. Famous for something he wouldn't even remember. Can you see how much better off he will be? Growing up away from all that until he's ready to take it? Professor McGonagall opened her mouth, changed her mind, swallowed, and then said, Yes, you are right, of course. But how is the boy getting here, Dumbledore? She said his cloak suddenly as though she thought he might be hiding Harry underneath it. Hagrid's bringing him. You think it wise to trust Hagrid with something as important as this? Okay, let me scroll. I would trust Hagrid with my life, said Dumbledore. I'm not saying his heart isn't in the right place, said Professor McGonagall jeeringly. But you can't pretend he's not careless. He does tend to. What was that? A low rumbling sound has broken the silence around them. Rumbling. Boom, boom. Is that the one? Boom, boom. It grew steadily louder as they looked up and down the street for some sign of a headlight. It swelled to a roar as they both looked up at the sky, and a huge motorcycle fell out of the air and landed on the road in front of them. Yes, correct. So it's a boom boom. I hope I didn't. It's okay. It's okay. I will. It's my fault. It's okay. It's my fault. Wait. Rex clipped something, is it? ちょっと待って。If the motorcycle was huge, it was nothing to the man sitting astride it. He was almost twice as tall as normal man and at least 5 times as wide. He looked simply too big to be allowed, and so well. Long tangles of bushy black hair and beard hid most of his face. He had hands the size of trash can lids, and his feet in their leather boots were like baby dolphins. In his vast, muscular arms, he was holding a bundle of blankets. So Dumbledore is gonna see Hagrid like that. Hagrid, said Dumbledore, sounding relief. At last. And where did you get the motorcycle? Then Hagrid is going to look like that. Borrow it, Professor Dumbledore, sir, said the giant, climbing carefully off the motorcycle as he spoke. Young Sirius Black lent it to me. Wait, young Sirius Black? Young Sirius Black? Wait. No. I shouldn't say anything here. I will do a research later on my own. I have got him, sir. No problems. Were they? No, sir. House was almost destroyed, but I got him out all right before the muggles started swarming around. He fell asleep as we was flying over Bistro. Dumbledore and Professor McGonagall bent forward over the bundle of blankets. Inside, just visible, was a baby boy, fast asleep, under a tuft of jet black hair over his forehead that could see a curious shape cut, like a ball of lightning. Okay, I should Google lightning. The one on forehead? Tomate, why I can't find it? Okay, forget it. Whispered. Okay, is that word? Whispered Professor McGonagall. Yes, said Dumbledore. He will have that scar forever. Couldn't you do something about it, Dumbledore? No, we cannot do something about it, what? Even if I could, I won't. Scars can come in handy. I have one myself above my left knee that is a perfect map of the London Underground. Chotomate, this is a not important FYI here. The scar above my left knee that is a perfect map of the London Underground. Yes, this is a not important FYI. Well, give him here, Hagrid. We had better get this over with. Dumbledore took Harry in his arms and turned toward the Dursley house. Could I? Sorry, it's Hagrid. Could I say goodbye to him, sir? Asked Hagrid. He bent his great shaggy head over Harry and gave him what must have been a very scratchy, whiskery kiss. Wow. Wah! Then suddenly, Hagrid let out a howl like a wounded dog. Shh! He's Professor McGonagall. You will wake the muggles. Sorry, sobbed Hagrid, taking out a large spotted handkerchief and burying his face in it. But I can't stand it. Lily and James dead, and poor little Harry of dear life with muggles. Yes, it's all very sad, but get a grip on yourself, Hagrid, or we will be found. Professor McGonagall whispered, patting Hagrid gingerly on the arm as Dumbledore stepped over the low garden wall and walked to the front door. He laid Harry gently on the doorstep, took a letter out of his cloak, tucked it inside Harry's blanket, and then came back to the other two. For a full minute, the three of them stood and looked at the little bundle. Hagrid's shoulders shook. Professor McGonagall blinked furiously. Blink, 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 blink. Blink, blink, blink. And the twinkling light that usually shone from Dumbledore's eyes seemed to have gone out. Well, said Dumbledore finally, that's that.
We have no business staying here. We may as well go and join the celebrations. Yeah, said Hagrid in a very muffled voice. I'll be taking Sirius his bike back. Good night, Professor McGonagall. Professor Dumbledore, sir. Wiping his streaming eyes on his jacket sleeve, Hagrid swung himself onto the motorcycle and kicked the engine into life. Bring, bring, bring. Kick the engine. Okay. With a roar, it rose into the air and off into the night. Wait, am I finishing chapter 1? I shall see you soon, I expect, Professor McGonagall, said Dumbledore, nodding to her. Professor McGonagall blew her nose in reply. Blew her nose? Huh! I think it's do this way. I think it does do this way. Dumbledore turned and walked back down the street. On the corner, he stopped and took out the silver put-outer. He clicked it once, and 12 balls of light sped back to their street lamps so that Privet Drive glowed suddenly orange, and he could make out a tabby cat slinking around the corner at the other end of street. He could just see the bundle of blankets on the step of number 4. Good luck, Harry, he murmured. Oh, murmured. Good luck, Harry. Good luck, Harry. He turned on his heel, and with a swish of his cloak, he was gone. A breeze ruffled the neat edge of Privet Drive, which lay silent and tidy under the ink sky. The very last place you would expect astonishing things to happen. Harry Potter rolled over inside his blanket without waking up. One small hand closed on the letter beside him, and he slept on, not knowing he was special, not knowing he was famous, not knowing he wouldn't be woken in a few hours' time by Mrs. Dursley's scream as she opened the front door to put out the milk bottles, nor that he would spend the next few weeks being brought by and pinched by his cousin Dudley. He couldn't know that at this very moment, people meeting in secret all over the country were holding up their glasses and saying in hushed voice, "To Harry Potter, the boy who lived." Yeah. Yes, I finished chapter 1 already. Yeah, boy. Wait, let me see for chapter 2. Oh, it's very long also. Yes, I finished chapter 1. Let me drink some water. What? You mean the To Harry Potter? To Harry Potter, the boy who lived. I should put some yeah sound effect. Let me drink some water. You guys also drink water, okay? Not bun. Yes, redeem with my cocktail. So for summary, chapter 1 is, to make it short, James and Lily fight over you know who, and they are
dead. They passed away and left their son Harry Potter with a scars on his forehead, and 3 person, Professor Dumbledore, Professor McGonagall. They are both and Hagrid. 3 of them are from Hogwarts, the school, the school. Yeah, correct, the school. What I'm trying to university. I think it's the same. So they bring the little Harry to Lily's sister Petunia. Wait. Oh my god, I forgot something. Chotto mate. Yeah, Lily Evans. Ayo, I keep forgetting. Lily Evans. Lily Evans' sister, Petunia Evans. They are muggles. Petunia married Dursley. And they bring the little Harry to private drive and pass it to his uncle. Is it counted by uncle or aunt? I think should be the same. Not very sure. So this is the summary of chapter 1. So let's go chapter 2. The vanishing glass. And early 10 years had passed since the Dursley had woken up to find their nephew on the front step. But private drive had hardly changed at all. The sun rose on the same tidy front gardens and lit up the brass number 4 on the Dursley front door. It crept into their living room, which was almost exactly the same as it had been on the night when Mr. Dursley had seen that fateful news report about the owls. Only the photographs on the mantelpiece really show how much time had passed. 10 years ago, there had been lots of pictures of what looked like a large pink beach ball wearing different color bonnets. But Dudley Dursley was no longer a baby, and now the photographs show a large blonde boy riding his first bicycle on a carousel at the fair, playing a computer game with his father, being hugged and kissed by his mother. The room held no sign at all that another boy lived in the house too. Yet, Harry Potter was still there, asleep at the moment, but not for long. His Aunt Petunia was awake, and it was her shrill voice that made the first noise of the day. Up! Get out now! Up! Harry woke with a start. His aunt rapped on the door again. Up! She shrieked. Harry heard her walking toward the kitchen, and then the sound of the frying pan being put on the stove. He rolled onto his back and tried to remember the dream he had been having. It had been a good one. There had been a flying motorcycle in it. He had a funny feeling he had the same dream before. His aunt was back outside the door. Are you up yet? Nearly. Where am I? Here. Nearly, said Harry. Well, get a move on. I want you to look after the bacon, and don't you dare to let it burn. I want everything perfect on Daddy's birthday. Harry groaned. What did you say? His aunt snapped through the door. Nothing. Nothing. Dudley's birthday. How could he have forgotten? Harry got slowly out of bed and started looking for socks. He found a pair under his bed, and after pulling a spider off of one of them, put them on. Harry was used to spiders because the cupboard under the stairs was full of them, and that was where he slept. When he was dressed, he went down the hall into the kitchen. The table was almost hidden beneath all Dudley's birthday presents. It looked as though Dudley had gotten the new computer he wanted, not to mention the second television and the racing bike. Ouch. Ouch. Oh my god. Exactly why Dudley wanted a racing bike was a mystery to Harry. And Dudley was very fat and hated to exercise. Unless, of course, it involved punching somebody. Dudley's favorite punching bag was Harry. But he couldn't often catch him. Harry didn't look it, but he was very fast. Oh, what? Oh, I accidentally... my leg, my toe, the last toe, accidentally smashed on the table. Oh my god, it's so pain! It's so pain! 我的最后一只脚趾撞在桌子上，好痛！好痛哦！ Favorite punching bag. Yeah, I know, right? As the size is totally different. You guys can Google the size of Dudley and the size of Harry when they were young. Perhaps it had something to do with the living in a dark cupboard. But Harry had always been small and skinny for his age. He looked even smaller and skinnier than he really was, because all he had to wear were old clothes of Dudley's. And Dudley was about 4 times bigger than he is. So, I cannot draw. I should draw something. So, no. I can draw with pen, maybe? I try, Give me a second. Not this one. ちょっと待って. Can I draw? Draw. Oh, I can! I can! Wow! So, 灵魂画手要来了, okay? 灵魂画手. Let me... cut. So, Dudley is 4 times bigger. Dudley. Okay, this is Dudley. Wait, this U so ugly. I cannot stand. ちょっと待って。はい、これです。And this is Harry. Bamboo Man. Wait, you have 2 long hands. ちょっと待って。Guys, I'm trying my best. I'm drawing using a mouse, okay? I'm drawing using a mouse. Harry. All artist friends. This is not drawing. I'm just. Wait, this look like P. Wait, ちょっと待って. It's a D. This is called 灵魂画手. Yeah, Dudley. The body Dudley. Yeah, this is Doodle. Yes, Tuya. No. No. Oh, there's a scar here. Okay. Wow, boy. I think my My best drawing is the scar here. My best drawing is the scar here, boy. Oh my god. Where's my pointer? Where's my cute little pointer? Yes, the scar here. I can't stop laughing. Okay, so the one. I want to drink water. That's good. Wait. I need to drink water. Okay. Nothing more, right? Okay. Then we come back later. Oh my god. What I'm doing? Oh, spectacles, yes. But when he was young, he had specs. Wait, chotomate. I think have to. Just the... like that. Like that. Hi. Kore desu. Hi. Okay, I will be going now. See you tomorrow. Bye bye. Bye bye, Cloud. Bye bye. Good night. Good evening. Ganbate. Okay. The spec. Okay, guys. The spec. Wait. Very big clothes should look like this. Hi. Kore desu. Hi. Okay. This is too big. This is too big. Oh my god, what's this? What this? Oh, you are leaving the same question. Oh, good night. Oyasumi nasai. Oyasumi. Okay. Okay. Let's hide this. Okay. Where am I? Yes, there's glasses. Correct. He had a tin held together with a lot of scotch tape because all the times Dudley had punched him on his nose. So the nose is it? You want screenshot? Seriously? Wait, let me draw the nose. Then, okay. And then... blood. No. Cannot. Nose. Okay. Okay. Where am I? Again? Oh yeah, here. The only thing Harry liked about his own appearance was a very thin scar on his forehead that was shaped like a bolt of lightning. He had it as long as he could remember, and the first question he could ever remember asking his Aunt Petunia was how he had gotten it. In the car crash when your parents die, she had said. And don't ask question. Okay, don't ask question. That was the first rule of for a quiet life with the Dursley. Uncle Vernon entered the kitchen as Harry was turning over bacon. Wait, chotomate. So just now for the whole chapter, right? Just now for the whole chapter, it was keep on Mr. Dursley and Mrs. Dursley. Until chapter 2, then there's the name. Uncle Vernon. Okay, no, I don't want to draw again. He barked. Comb your hair. No. No, 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 no. No, 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 no. Comb your hair, he barked, by way of a morning greeting. About once a week, Uncle Venom looked over the top of his newspaper and shouted that Harry needed a haircut. Harry must have had more haircuts than the rest of boys in his class put together, but it made no difference. His hair simply grew that way all over the place. Harry was frying eggs. I almost say frying eyes. Oh my god, my eyes. What happened? By the time Dudley arrived in the kitchen with his mother, Dudley looked a lot like Uncle Venom. He had a large pink face, and not much neck, small watery blue eyes, and thick blonde hair that lay smoothly on his thick fat head. Aunt Petunia often said that Dudley looked like a baby angel. Harry often said that Dudley looked like a pig in a wig. So is excuse me. Excuse me. Oh my god. So pink face. And I forgot to change the color. And blue eyes. Okay. And what again? Blonde hair. Okay. Hi. I'm not sure is it do this way, whatever lah. Let it go. Okay. Okay, I have to scroll. Not this one. Okay. Harry put the plates of egg and bacon on the table, which was difficult as there wasn't much room. Dudley, meanwhile, was counting his presents, his face 36, he said, looking up his mother and father. That's 2 less than last year. Wait, boy? Hey, boy? You should be grateful that you received present, okay? Okay? There are some kids, there are someone that didn't receive present at all, okay? Okay? You should be grateful when you receive present. Bless you. Oh, thank you. Bless me. Darling, you haven't counted Auntie March's present. See, it's here under this big one from Mommy and Daddy. Alright, 37 then, said Dudley, going red in the face. Harry, who could see a huge Dudley tantrum coming on, began wolfing down his bacon as fast as possible in case Dudley turned the table over. Aunt Petunia obviously sensed the danger too, because she said quickly, Aunt, we will buy you another 2 presents while we are out today. How's that, Pumpkin? 2 more presents. Is that alright? Dudley thought for a moment. It looked like hard work. Finally, he said slowly, So I will have 39 sweet terms, said Aunt Petunia. Oh, Dudley sat down heavily and grabbed the nearest parcel. Alright then. Uncle Venom chuckled. Little Tyke won his money's worth, just like his father, Attaboy Dudley. Excuse me. He ruffled Dudley's hair. How long is going this? Wait, just now I'm at here. Okay. Okay, can we can finish it. on! We can finish it. At that moment, the telephone rang and Aunt Petunia went to answer it. While Harry and Uncle Venom watched, Dudley unwrapped the rising bike, a video camera, a remote control airplane, 16 new computer games. Wow, I want this too. I want this too. And a VCR. He was ripping the paper off a gold wristwatch when Aunt Petunia came back from the telephone looking both angry and worried. Bad news, Venom, she said. Mrs. Fig broken her leg. She can't take him. She jerked her head in Harry's direction. Dudley's mouth fell open in horror, but Harry's heart gave a leap. Every year on Dudley's birthday, his parents took him and a friend out for the day, to adventure parks, hamburger restaurants, or the movies. Every year, Harry was left behind with Mrs. Fig, a mad old lady who lived 2 streets away. Harry hated it there. The whole house smelled of cabbage, and Mrs. Fig made him look at photographs of all the cats she had ever owned. Now what? Said Aunt Petunia. Looked furiously at Harry as thought he had planned this. Harry knew he ought to feel sorry about Mrs. Fig had broken her leg, but it wasn't easy when he reminded himself it would be a whole year before he had to look at Tibbles, Snowy, Mr. Piles, and Tuffy again. We could phone Marge, Uncle Venom suggested. Don't be silly, Venom. She hates the boy. The Dursley often spoke about Harry like this, as though he wasn't there, or rather, as though he was something very nasty that couldn't understand them like a slug. What about, what's her name, your friend, Yvonne? On vacation in Majorca, snapped Aunt Petunia. You should just leave me here. Harry put in hopefully he'd be able to watch what he wanted on television for a change and maybe even have to go on Dursley's computer. Aunt Petunia looked as thought she had just swallowed a lemon and come back and find the house in roots, she snarled. I won't blow up the house, said Harry, but they weren't listening. I suppose we could take him to the zoo, said Aunt Petunia slowly, and leave him in the car. That car's new. He's not sitting in it alone. Dudley began to cry loudly. In fact, he wasn't really crying. He had been years since he had really cried. But he knew that if he screwed up his face and will, his mother would give him anything he wanted. Dinky oh boy. Dinky Daddy Dums. How to do that though? Don't cry. Mommy won't let him spoil your special day, she cried, flinging her arms around him. I don't want him to come, Dudley yelled between huge pretend sobs. He always spoils everything. He shoot Harry a nasty grin through the gap in his mother's arm. Just then, the doorbell rang. Oh, good Lord, they are here, said Aunt Petunia Frenchly. And a moment later, Dudley's best friend, Pierre Plokis, walked in with his mother. Pierce was a scrawny boy with a face like a rat. Wait, like a rat? He was usually the one who held people's arms behind their backs while Dudley hit them. Dudley stopped pretending to cry at once. Half an hour later, Harry, who couldn't believe in his luck, was sitting in the back of the Dursley car with Pierce and Dudley on the way to the zoo for the first time in his life. His aunt and uncle haven't been able to think of anything else to do with him, but before they left, Uncle Venom had taken Harry aside. I'm warning you, he had said, putting his large purple face right up close to Harry's. Wait, so it's purple or pink face? Why so many? Why so many color? I'm warning you now, boy. Any funny business. Wait, I have to scroll. Anything at all. And you will be in that cupboard from now until Christmas. I'm not going to do anything, said Harry honestly, but Uncle Vernon didn't believe him. No one ever did. The problem was, strange things often happened around Harry, and it was just no good telling the Dursleys he didn't make them happen. Once, Aunt Petunia, tired of Harry coming back from the bubbles looking as though he hadn't been at all, had taken a pair of kitchen scissors and cut his hair short. He was almost bald except for his bangs, which she left to hide that horrible scar. Dudley had laughed himself silly at Harry, who spent a sleepless night imagining school the next day, where he was already laughed at for his baggy clothes and tapped glasses. Next morning, however, he had gotten up to find his hair exactly as it had been before. Aunt Petunia has shirt off. He had been giving a wig in his cupboard for this, even though he had tried to explain that he couldn't explain how it had grown back so quickly. Magic! This is magic! Magic! Okay, this is magic. Another time, Aunt Petunia had been trying to force him into a revolting old sweater of Dudley's, brown with orange puffballs. The harder she tried to pull it over his head, the smaller it seemed to become, until finally it might have fit a hand puppet, but certainly wouldn't fit it, Harry. Aunt Petunia had decided it must have shrunk in the wash, and to his great relief, Harry wasn't punished. On the other hand, she had gotten into terrible trouble for being found on the roof of the school kitchen. Dudley's gang had been chasing him as usual when what? As much to Harry's surprise as anyone else, they were sitting on the oh my god, how I pronounce this? Chimney? Whatever knee? The Dursley had received a very angry letter from Harry's headmistress telling them Harry had been climbing school buildings, but all he had tried to do, as she shouted at Uncle Vernon through the locked door of his cupboard, was jump behind the big trash cans outside the kitchen door. Harry supposed that the wind must have caught him in the big jump. But today, nothing was going to go wrong. It was even worth being with Dudley and Pierce to spending the day somewhere that wasn't school, his cupboard, or Mrs. Fig cabbage-smelling living room. While he drove, Uncle Vernon complained to Aunt Petunia. He liked to complain about things: people at work, Harry, the council, Harry, the bank, and Harry. Wait, Chotomate, why always Harry? Why always Harry? Can you complain some other things like not enough money, why the food like that? Ayo, no. I think it's better not complaining, okay? Not complaining. Just a few of his favorite subjects. This morning, it was motorcycles, rolling along like maniacs. The young hoodlums, he said, as a motorcycle overtook them. I had dreamed about a motorcycle, said Harry, remembering suddenly it was flying. Uncle Vernon nearly crashed into the car in front. He turned right around in his seat and yelled at Harry, his face like a gigantic beard with a mustache.
Motorcycles don't fly.
Yeah, they hate the kid though. Dudley and Pierce sniggered. I know they won't, said Harry. It was only a dream, but he wished he hadn't said anything. If there was one thing the Dursley hate even more than his asking questions, it was his talking about anything acting in a way it shouldn't, no matter if it was in a dream or even a cartoon. They seemed to think they might get dangerous idea. It was a very sunny Saturday and the zoo was crowded with families. The Dursley brought Dudley and Pierce large chocolate ice cream at the entrance, and then, because the smiling lady in the van had asked Harry what he wanted before they could hurry him away, they bought him a cheap lemon ice pop. It wasn't bad either, Harry thought, licking it as they watched a gorilla scratching its head, who looked remarkably like Dudley, except that it wasn't blonde. You just have to get ready for a bad landing. Harry had the best morning he had in a long time. He was careful to walk a little way apart from the Dursley, so that Dudley and Pierce, who was starting to get bored with the animals by lunchtime, wouldn't fall back on their favorite hobby of hitting him. They ate in a zoo restaurant, and when Dudley had a tantrum because his Knickerbocker glory didn't have enough ice cream on top, Uncle Vernon bought him another one, and Harry was allowed to finish the first. Harry felt afterward that he shouldn't have known it was all too good to last. After lunch, they went to the reptile house. It was cool and dark in there, with lit windows all along the walls. Behind the glass, all sorts of lizards and snakes were crawling and slithering over bits of wood and stone. Dudley and Pierce wanted to see huge poisonous cobras and thick man-crushing pythons. Dudley quickly found the largest snake in the place. It could have wrapped its body twice around Uncle Venom's car and crushed it into a trash can. But at the moment, it didn't look in the mood. In fact, it was fast asleep. Dudley stood with his nose pressed against the glass, staring at the glistening brown coins. Make it move! He winked at his father. Uncle Vernon tapped on the glass. But the snake didn't budge. Don't tap on the glass, yeah, guys? Don't tap on the glass, yeah? And no flashlight photography. No flashlight photography? Don't tap on the glass, guys. Do it again, Dudley ordered. Uncle Vernon wrapped the glass smartly with his knuckles, but the snake just snoozed on. This is boring, Dudley moaned. He snuffed away. Harry moved in front of the tank and looked instantly at the snake. He wouldn't have been surprised if it had died of bedroom boredom itself. No company except stupid people drumming their fingers on the glass trying to disturb it all day long. It was worse than having a cupboard as a bedroom. Yeah, now magic totally go transparent. Where am I? Here. At least he got to visit the rest of the house. Wish I have magic and a snake. Yes, I'm still waiting for my letter, you know. I'm still waiting for my letter from Hogwarts. I'm still waiting my letter from Hogwarts. But I think now we can go with the snake first. You can keep the snake first. The snake suddenly opened his beady eyes. Slowly, very slowly, it raised its head until its eyes were on a level with Harry's. It winked. Harry stared. Then he looked quickly around to see if anyone was watching. They weren't. He looked back at the snake and winked too. The snake jerked its head toward Uncle Vernon and Dudley, then raised its eyes to the ceiling. It gave Harry a look that said quite plainly, "This is called 翻白眼, I don't know I can do this here, no? It's like, no, no, it can't detect. I mean rolling eyes." I get that all the time. I know, Harry murmured through the glass, though he wasn't sure the snake could hear him. It must be really annoying. The snake not vigorously. "Where do you come from anyway?" Harry asked. The snake jabbed its tail at a little sign next to the glass. He peered at it. What? Wait. Boa constrictor? Brazil. Was it nice there? The boa constrictor jabbed its tail at the sign again, and Harry read on. This specimen was bred in the zoo. Oh, I see. So you have never been to Brazil? Never mind, I tried to stop before Harry's painful adventure. As the snake shook its head, a deafening shout behind Harry made both of them jump. "Dudley! Mr. Dudley! Come and look at this snake. You won't believe what it's doing." Dudley came wading toward them as fast as he could. "Out of the way, you," he said, punching Harry in the what? In the ribs. Caught by surprise, Harry fell hard on the concrete floor. What came next happened so fast no one saw how it happened. 1 second, Pierce and Dudley were leaning right up close to the glass. They had leaped back with howls of horror. Harry sat up and gasped. The glass front of the boa constrictor tank had vanished. Wow. Okay. The glass vanished, guys. The glass vanished. The great snake was uncoiling itself rapidly, slithering out onto the floor. People throughout the reptile house screamed and started running for the exits. As the snake slid swiftly past him, Harry could have sworn a low, hissing voice said, "Brazil. Here I come. Thanks, amigo." But the glass, he kept saying. Where'd the glass go? Oh, the keeper of the reptile house was in shock. Good night. Good night. I'm also ending soon. I'm also ending soon. I have the very bad flu. Oh my god. The zoo director himself made Aunt Petunia a cup of strong sweet tea while he apologized over and over again. Pierce and Dudley could only gibber. As far as Harry had seen, the snake haven't done anything except snap playfully at their heels at a pass. But by the time they were all back in Uncle Vernon's car, Dudley was telling them how he had nearly bitten off his leg, while Pierce was swearing it had tried to squeeze him to death. But worst of all, for Harry at least, was Pierre calming down enough to say, "Harry was talking to it, weren't you, Harry?" Uncle Vernon waited until Pierce was safely out of the house before starting on Harry. He was so angry he could hardly speak. He managed to say, "Go, cupboard, stay, no meals," before he collapsed into a chair. "Oh, good night. Bye-bye. Bye-bye." And Aunt Petunia had to run and get him a large brandy. Harry lay in his dark cupboard much later, wishing he had a watch. He didn't know what time it was, and he couldn't sure the Dudley were asleep yet. Until they were, he couldn't risk sneaking to the kitchen for some food. He had lived with the Dursley almost 10 years, 10 miserable years, as long as he could remember, ever since he had been a baby, and his parents had died in that car crash. He couldn't remember being in a car when his parents had died. Sometimes, when he strained his memory during long hours in his cupboard, he came out with a strange vision, a blinding flash of green light and a burning pain on his forehead. Then, he supposed was the crash, though he couldn't imagine where all the green light came from. He couldn't remember his parents at all. His aunt and uncle never spoke about them, and of course, he was forbidden to ask questions. There were no photographs of them in the house. When he had been younger, Harry had dreamed and dreamed of some unknown relation coming to take him away, but it had never happened. The Dursley were his only family, yet sometimes he thought, or maybe hoped, that strangers in the street seemed to know him. Very strange strangers they were too. A tiny man in a violet up hat had bowed to him once while out shopping with Aunt Petunia and Dudley. After asking Harry furiously if he knew the man, Aunt Petunia had rushed them out of the shop without buying anything. A wild-looking old woman dressed all in green and have waved merrily at him once on a bus. A bald man in a very long purple coat had actually shaken his hand in a secret, in the street the other day, and then walked away without word. The weirdest thing about all these people was the way they seemed to vanish the second Harry tried to get a closer look. At school, Harry had no one. Everybody knew that Dursley gang hid the odd Harry Potter in his baggy old clothes and broken glass, and nobody liked to disagree with Dursley gang. Wait, am I finishing? Yeah, we finished already. Pachi, pachi, pachi. Pachi, pachi, pachi. Let me drink water. Wait. Let me... Wait, where's my... Yes. Let me... Anyway, how I adjust the thing already? Can I just clear all? No, I'm gonna stop here. So here is the snake. I forgot. Snake. Bo. Okay, then here's the snake. Hey. This is snake, okay? This is snake, guys. Hi. And some this thing. Yes, this is snake. Thank you. So, that whatever. Oh, wait, I cannot. Pink face, right? Just now they say pink face. Pink face. Hi. Pink face. Blue eye. Okay. Blue eye. Okay. What is this? Oh my god. Dudley. Okay, Dudley. Okay, thank you. So the snake... Wait, where's my... Yeah, so the snake is going over Dudley. and the glass vanish. Wait, let me draw some glass. Ha. 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 Then he's like, ah. Then the snake is saying thank you to Harry, and Dudley is inside here, okay? Inside the glass. Inside the glass. Okay. Okay, that's it for chapter 2. Okay, that's it for chapter 2. Wait, why I can't see? No, I should make a little signature here. Okay, let me make a signature here. Why is blocking my face? Wee. Okay, I signed already. Okay, guys, I signed already. Okay, nice, nice boy. Ah, wait. I know what already. Let me erase this. How to change the size of the... For some reason, wait. Let me adjust. Why though? Is it okay now? Is it okay now? I adjust already. Is it okay now? Okay, nice. Okay. You know what? You guys screenshot already, right? Screenshot again. Let them guess what is this. Let them guess what is this. これは何? 何ですか? これは何ですか? Never mind, I think later I will do. Okay, so we will end here. Let me go to oh my god. Someone sent me the screenshot already. Oh my god. Someone sent me the screenshot. Okay. Okay. It was very, very long. How's today? How's today's stream? How's today's stream? Is it boring? Is it boring? Yeah, Pion sent me in Discord the screenshot. I will post it on Twitter later. Very chill, very nice. Very chill, very nice. Oh yeah. And funny. Shout out my schedule again also. So going to play Phasmophobia tomorrow at 8 p.m. with Pion, Rita and Unagi. So make sure you protect your ears before you came, okay? Before you came, okay? Yeah, actually this is a art stream, okay? This is not reading stream. And Thursday I'm going to play Toripod. And Friday I'm going to do karaoke stream. Yay, karaoke! Maybe I will do another one also on Saturday, but let's see first. Not sure yet. Maybe on Saturday 8 p.m. I will do another karaoke stream too. Based on how the reaction, how the review, what should we call? 回想，回想叫什么？回想，这个，OK，remember to subscribe my YouTube channel and follow me on Twitter. Huh? Got echo? Got echo? Seriously? Got echo? Now? Or on karaoke? Bye bye. Bye bye. Oh no. No echo? Oh yeah. Okay. I message you, Pion. I'm gonna message you. Remember to subscribe my YouTube channel and follow me on Twitter so you can check out my latest schedule and art. Good night. Oyasumi nasai. Thank you for coming. Arigatou gozaimasu. 谢谢. Terima kasih. Kabunka. Kamsahamnida. Thank you. Bye bye. Bye bye.